What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Pursuit of Destiny podcast. It's your boy Rickey Jones Jr. and I also have on the podcast today the lovely
Crystal Jones.
Yes, indeed. And we are back again for yet another video or podcast if you are listening to this on the various streaming platforms. I appreciate you all. And if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and follow, subscribe, join, whatever it is that platform calls for you to do. Please go ahead and tap in so that you are aware of the various podcasts that comes our way, because I'm on there too. Like I'm listening as I produce, right? Because it is a little bit something different when you say it as opposed to hearing what it says. So I'm listening as well. And I appreciate you all for those that have been listening repetitively. I hope that this has been beneficial for you and your growth as it pertains to you as an individual, as well as you as a business owner, CEO, COO, CFO, whatever it is, and all that it is that you are doing to make your business thrive. All right, so we are going to continue in the conversation that we have been on this week as it pertains to the affirmation on Monday that was titled, I am creative. And on Tuesday, we talked about what that looked like for you as an individual. And then on the tail end of it, we tapped in how being creative allows for you to have that competitive advantage or that differentiating factor as it pertains to your business, which will inevitably allow for it to grow, produce, and reach all the people that you so desire to reach because of your unique aspect that you have. Okay, so we also have, as we've heard and as those that may be watching on YouTube see, Crystal in the building. So I want to tap into her thoughts, mind, and idea behind what that looks like on a business perspective. And as a side little plug, I will say the affirmations that I do read every Monday come from a 30-day affirmation book that Crystal herself had put together. So we'll find ways for you to get that if that is something that you want. We'll work out our way. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Miss Jones, right? We are talking about being creative and in this light as it pertains to businesses, business owners, and the like. So let's get into it. How we have many businesses, right? We do many things, and we have many things that we do look to do in the near future. How has creativity been a driving force in allowing for us to do, through your perspective, the various things that we do?
I think that creativity has just continued to allow us to present information that sometimes is new and sometimes isn't new per se, but present even information that's not new in a way that allows people to be captivated, to learn quicker, and to experience things in a better way.
Which is so true, even in the sense of the various things that we do, all of them have a biblical backing or a biblical representation or foundation to the things that we do, be it this business podcast or be it gardening, or the other things that we do. There is that root, that is that foundation, and through us as individuals and the creativity, expressive creativity that we then present it in a way in which flows through us. So even to that point, it is that we have that creativity in the things that we do, of things that have been done, right? So even in business, right, you have the ability to, yes, I won't say copy, because that's like integrity. No. But you do have the ability to do what somebody else does in a unique way that makes what you do special, right? And even if that doesn't even make sense, let's even talk about like clothing, right? And many people sell clothing. Nike, and just go specifically, Nike, Reebok, Adidas, right? They all sell clothing, they all sell shoes. However, the three of them do it in a unique way. The three of them have specific audiences that they are attempting to reach. Or you can be like Nike, hey, I want all of them. But they do have some specifics in which they do reach. And even in that perspective, even in that example, you do have three same ways of doing things. They all have shoes, clothing, athletic wear, right? All of them, all three of them. However, they all three get different markets. They all three get different people because of their creativity, the ways in which they're able to get to the audience, the way they're able to reach the people that they want to specifically reach, right? So you have to tap into who you are as a business owner and as an organization. What is it that you do that is specific or unique that reaches the people that you desire to reach, right? So, Ms. Jones, we have started a hairline business that is entitled Rain to Me Collection, right? So how has that been creatively unique to reach the specific people that you and we so desire to reach?
So one of the things that I would say is the marketing. So a lot of times when creativity is going to come into your business is in marketing, because again, yes, you could be thinking of something that's completely new, but more often than not, it's somewhere on the planet. Like someone has whatever you're doing.
True.
And so one of the greatest assets that creativity can be used, one of the greatest assets that creativity can be used in the business world is when it comes to marketing. And so with the Rain Demi collection, I use creative marketing to be able to grab the specific desired customer and client that I have, make sure that I'm getting their attention with photos and different things like that. Like you said, there is a biblical root or foundation to the different things that we do. And even with the Rain Demi collection, a lot of the marketing videos that I create for Instagram and things like that, I actually add encouraging words and motivational things into the video, so it captures the attention of the viewer. But I'm also making sure that I let people know, and the hair that I have on is from the Rain Demi collection. So that's one of the ways. But I would say one of the most useful ways that creativity can be expressed in your business is through marketing.
Gotcha. That's good. That's a gem. Which, even as you were saying those things, I was even thinking about the Nike, the Reebok, and Adidas, and they all do market differently, which inevitably gets a different audience and a different result. That's cool, right? I didn't even think about it like that. Marketing is a key way to differentiate yourself and be creative in the people that you are reaching. Now that's cool. Now I dig that. So just think, what marketing strategies, what marketing ways are you going about your business to reach the people that you desire to reach, as well as to share the story that you ultimately are sharing, which ultimately is what people are buying into when they want your product, your good, or your service. Now, speaking of, if I could do a quick plug, I know we have something coming up in the coming days that we want to present to the lovely people. You want to hit it?
Which we have a lot coming up.
That.
The vision board event.
Oh,
okay.
One of the events that we talked about.
Right, like we have a lot going on. So, but yes, so we're going to be having a vision board event for business owners, for people that own a business, a new business, or people that are looking to start a new business. We are going to have a vision board event, and we're going to be telling you 3 things that must be on your vision board. Every business owner should have these 3 specific things on their vision board if they look to have a successful business. So we're going to be telling you what those 3 things are during the vision board event, and I think we're going to be hosting a free training as well. So we're going to have some exciting things coming for you guys, because we want 2022 to be, or if you're listening to this podcast even after that, doesn't matter, we want, whenever you start your business, it to be able to thrive and to grow.
Boom. Just like that, great people. So we slid that in because it is for you. And so, hey, avail yourself, because more details are definitely coming, but definitely avail yourself because it is coming up, I believe, in January, right?
Yes.
Boom, shakalaka, like she said. We do have a lot of things coming up, so we're going to make sure all things are lined up and appropriately give it to you in the proper time so that you can enjoy. So just to get back into it, not so quickly, but at the end of the day, I do want to tap into the fact of, and your business is creative, okay? Your business is creative, which is why you started it. There was something unique. There was something that differentiated yourself from the person to your left and your right, or your business from your left and your right, which is why you started it, okay? And as loud as you were and as excited as you were when you started it, allow for your your differentiating factor or your creativity point be the voice in which carries your business. Let people know, whatever way, right? She talked about marketing. Whatever way you decide to market, whatever way you decide to share your story and to share your product, let your creativity be the voice in which speaks, right? Because how you do it uniquely, how you do it by way of creativity and being creative, is the way in which people are going to come to you. It's going to be the way in which the type of people come to you, right? Allow for those things to speak volumes. Allow for those things to be what carries who you are and the marketing that you use. Now, Ms. Jones, what other things would you say to the business owner as it pertains to being creative within their business, or being and allowing for creative juices and things like that to be used within their business?
Um, I would say that it's important to, as we talked about in the previous podcast, that they are an expression of creativity.
Yeah.
I would say that as it pertains to your business, don't be afraid of running out of creative ideas.
Okay. Okay.
You're a production of creativity, and so you continue to produce what you are.
Yeah.
I gave the example of water being wet in the previous podcast, and I'll give it again. Water doesn't stop being wet.
Mm-hmm.
It will always be wet
Mm-hmm.
because it is water. And you are an expression of creativity, so you will never stop being able to be creative.
Mm.
You will always continuously have those new creative ideas, even when it comes to markets changing, and that happens in business. Things change and shift all the time, and you have to pivot and turn.
That's
So
true.
I would say rest in the thought and the fact that you are an expression of creativity, and so you will continue to be able to produce creative things for your business, creative ways to execute on your business, even when you may need to pivot in a season or things like that. So I would say just walk in that confidence and leave that door open to be able to know you have all the creative thoughts, juices, and energy that you need.
Yeah, no, I dig that. And even as you were talking, I was thinking of the fact and the benefit of teams, right? Teams are huge. Teams are necessary. Now, the size of your team may be from 2 all the way up to 222. However, the need for a team is necessary. And the usage of a team is for you to be able to collaborate, to synergize, to strategize, to think of various ways of being creative and doing what you're doing better, right? So never negate the necessity of teams and the usage that you can have with them of collaboration, okay? And I would even say, we talked about it in last week's podcast, but nonetheless, I would even say come in with the idea of that you can do it, you're capable of doing it, so that those that are within the room, right? So this is actually putting you in the space of, now we're about to meet, we're about to collaborate, we're about to come up with some creative ways of doing what we do better. Like, come in with the idea that it can happen. Come in with the idea that we are about to come up with something big, something large, something unique. And I promise you, if you come in with that idea and even like permeate that into others that are in their room, what you come out with is going to be far better than what you imagined, thought, or even brought to the table. Because even as you share an idea, those at the table may be able to grow that idea or find other ways to do what you said better, or even bring more people to your product with the product that you bring to the table. So teams are great. I know, even as it pertains to Crystal and I, right now we have 2. There are others that we bounce different ideas off of, but however, we have a strong 2. And as we share different things with each other, we have the ability to, 1, amplify what we have said, but then even 2, like, congratulate, encourage, and boost up what the person says, because even that goes a long way. Even having somebody having your back goes a long way, or confirming what you said goes a long way. So find your team, get your team, link up with people. If you need people to link up with, holla at us, right? We'll find a way. We'll find a way. There is a way. We have different things that we are coming out with that's going to allow for you to be with others and communities and things like that. But find a way. Teams are necessary for your creative juices to flow, your thoughts to permeate, and for greatness to be on the other end of the time that you spent putting together thoughts, ideas, and creativity. So, with that being said, I felt like, yeah, I think we gave them something good. Do you think there's anything else? Okay. So, hey, great people, your business is creative. You have the ability to expand the creativity or the creative ways that your business does what it does, okay? And like Crystal said, don't be afraid to or think that you can exhaust creativity as it pertains to your business, because you can't. There's always something new that you can do within your business that will allow for it to thrive, to grow, and to reach others all around this world. So, with that being said, great people, as we always say, even as it pertains to your business, don't just live it regularly, but pursue destiny daily, okay? There is greatness on the other end. All right, and we need you to do your part in being creative and reaching it through purpose. So, with that being said, we will see you on the next one. Until then, peace. Have a good one.